All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking some seriously chilling source material about what it actually takes to climb the corporate ladder inside a futuristic megacorporation. We are talking about a system where extreme wealth and power come with a terrifying cost. It's a journey that promises you the entire world, but ultimately locks you inside a golden cage.
As the material puts it, this is just the beginning of a climb that most people don't survive. Getting your foot in the door is just step one. Because look, this isn't just about pulling long hours or dealing with a tough boss. What we're actually looking at here is a highly structured psychological trap. It's a corporate dream job designed from the ground up to methodically erase your original identity. So I gotta ask you directly, are you ready to climb this ladder? It's super easy to look at the billionaires and the corporate titans of the world and just envy their power. But this explainer is going to break down the exact trade-offs required to get there. What is the ultimate price tag on extreme wealth? Let's dive in. To start, the bait is incredibly alluring. Imagine you pass your final neuroaptitude test and boom, you instantly get handed a massive $50,000 signing bonus. You are officially a level 1 associate for a global megacorporation, a behemoth that owns everything from the water you drink to the satellites tracking your heartbeat. You get that pristine corner cubicle way up on the 104th floor. Hook, line, and sinker. So, here's how this inverted hero's journey actually plays out. It happens in 5 distinct stages, going from level 1, the data drifter, up to level 2, the junior enforcer, then the asset architect, sector VP, and finally, level 5, the chairman. This is the exact roadmap for your ascension and, well, your impending doom.
All right, level 1, the data drifter. Let's get right into it.
Your feet might not be sore like some ancient foot soldier, but your brain completely fried. You are spending 16 solid hours a day strapped into a haptic rig, just endlessly processing ones and zeros. At this level, you're essentially treated like furniture by the higher-ups. You're an invisible cog fetching digital coffee. But don't let that fool you. While you keep your head down and your mouth shut, the company is relentlessly testing your discipline. But eventually, you prove yourself useful. Which brings us to level 2, the junior enforcer. Let's say you find a lucrative ledger error from a rival firm, or maybe a loophole that saves your department millions. Suddenly, you trade in that grueling haptic rig for some highly glamorous solutions. You're wearing tailored suits, living in a glass-walled condo, and you're out in the world running digital card games to ensure contractors use company-approved hardware. You finally feel like a big deal. But of course, there's a sinister catch to this newfound power, and it's called the tax. Every single Friday, without fail, you are required to kick up a massive chunk of your department's gains to the senior leads. And this isn't optional, guys. It is mandatory proof of your absolute loyalty to the megacorporation. And if you fail to pay up, or if you try to skim or hide even a single credit from the family, well, you get reformatted. It is a severe, permanent consequence. In this high-stakes world, stealing means total erasure, or frankly, something way worse. Next up is a major turning point. Level 3, the asset architect. The stakes here just shifted from your livelihood to life or death. You're officially transformed into a highly paid corporate magician. Those 80-hour work weeks, gone. Now you're on call 24/7. Your sole purpose is to make things disappear. You're setting up 8 different LLCs, just empty boxes in Wyoming and Delaware. You're making money dance, zipping credits from Cyprus to Panama until they literally become ghosts. And it's all just to make sure the CEO's new super yacht gets logged as a mere rounding error. But hitting this level comes with a terrifying realization about what we're calling digital bodies. Because you're the architect, you know exactly where all the highly sensitive financial secrets and extreme liabilities of the megacorp are hidden. You literally know where the digital bodies are buried. And that knowledge, it instantly turns you into a very, very expensive loose end. The paranoia at this stage is absolutely off the charts. You literally keep a go bag hidden right under your bed, containing 6 different passports. You sleep with one eye open because you understand that the very company you are protecting might wake up one day and decide it's just safer to permanently tie up those loose ends. But let's say you survive. Welcome to the inner circle. Level 4, the sector VP. You're now standing in a high-rise office, looking down at a sprawling city where your company's logo dominates every single screen and skyline. And beneath you, 63,
That is the sheer scale of your personal staff. We are talking private chefs, security teams, dedicated IT staff just to manage your personal servers. 63 human beings whose entire existence revolves around keeping your life running like a well-oiled machine. But here is the terrifying twist hiding beneath all that luxury. 12. Out of that massive staff, 12 of them are elite security operators. But they aren't just there to protect you from the outside world. No. They are constantly monitoring you. They track your every single move to make absolutely certain you don't become a liability to the company. At level 4, genuine human connection is just completely stripped away. Think about it. Even your best friend from college only laughs at your jokes because he's terrified, weighing every single word he says around you. Add in the nonstop lawsuits from people just looking for a quick payout, and you quickly realize you are entirely isolated, even in a crowded room. And finally, we reach the absolute pinnacle of corporate power. Level 5, the chairman. You are now the shogun of the boardroom. You sit behind 7 screens, managing a massive portfolio. You can literally whisper an order, and a rival company will vanish 3 days later. But consider the extreme isolation here. 40. You haven't walked down a normal city street without an entourage of at least 40 attendants in a decade. Your connection to the real everyday world has been completely severed by your own power. Paint this picture in your mind. You're standing in your private 60-seat home theater at 3 a.m. It's completely empty. The only sound in the dark is the mechanical hum of your own security cameras tracking your movement. They stop when you stop. They follow when you move. You are completely alone, yet constantly watched. Which brings us to the ultimate chilling climax of this whole explainer. You are a prisoner in a golden cage of your own making. This extreme wealth, this unimaginable level of power, it's actually a suffocating prison. You traded in your free will for a corner office, and now you can never, ever leave. Because despite ascending through all these elite corporate identities, the grim reality is that you are still just a number. You're just being moved to a different column on a spreadsheet by systems and people you'll never even meet. You spent your entire life climbing to the very top, only to realize that the corporate family at this level never actually gets to retire. So, we've unpacked a pretty intense roadmap today, exposing the hidden costs of extreme power. And I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. If you made it to chairman, what's the first rounding error you'd buy? Think about it. If you're fascinated by these deep dives into the mechanisms of control and power, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more explainers just like this one. We're going to keep exploring these golden cages together. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.